Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Stacy. I'm a clinical pharmacist, I'm a business owner, I'm a beauty obsessed woman, and a pug mom, and of course, per usual, my little baby girl. Come here, get to say hello. This is Jade. She is our mascot for my company, and she is, in general, my little love. I just love her so much. Can you say hi? Mwah. Okay, mommy's gonna do her makeup now, okay? So I posted on LinkedIn this last week asking you guys if you would be interested in seeing some makeup tutorials, some makeup looks, and I got some interest. So I'm really excited to show you today. I'm just gonna jump right in. This is how I've been doing my makeup lately. I have a lot of ideas and plans to do videos on more specific topics like brushes, different brands I like, doing foundation, doing eye makeup, all of the things. And right now I'm just gonna jump right in, and then I want you guys to comment below what you wanna see. So I'm doing this very rough, not scripted, because it's hard enough to get videos out when you're busy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I just got back from Grand Cayman, which was absolutely beautiful. If you guys have a chance to go, it's a very safe island. It's beautiful. The water is just turquoise blue. I swam with and held stingrays and snorkeled, and it's just wonderful. So I did get a little bit of tan, and I'm in that summer glow, more natural kind of phase. I go through phases and change up things I do all the time. So right now what I'm using as my base is not a foundation. It's more of a just kind of moisturizing, shimmery thing. So this is by Pacifica. It's called Glow Baby, and it's a tinted moisturizer. It has SPF 30. It's a mineral sunscreen, which is really cool. And then I'm adding 1 drop of this. It's really hard for me not to say Versed, but I think it's Versed, and it is called Mood Lighting Glow Drops. And they're just kind of almost like a bronzing drop. So I'm using 2 pumps of this, which gives you probably 2 piece, the size of about 2 peas worth. And then just 1 drop of this, because it's actually pretty dark. If you see, let me show you this. If you can see, it's pretty dark, and if you overdo it, it's not pretty. So using those and then just mixing them up really well, and then putting them all over my face. And you can see it's not a heavy coverage at all, but it does provide a little bit of color and a little bit of glow, which I love right now. So I just got Dysport yesterday, which is a version of Botox. I haven't had it in about a year. And because I've got these, I call these my WTF lines for my 23, 24 years of working in pharmacy. That's what it does to you, right? And then I noticed in my pictures that I've got some of this going on down here. So I'm like, I just turned 41 in May. I'm over here like, really? Like, I don't feel that old, but my eyes are starting to show it a little. So I got Dysport in my forehead, and she did a little bit around the eyes, and it doesn't kick in for up to 1 to 2 weeks. So we'll see. That's what I look like before. We'll see what it looks like after in a couple weeks. I will report back. I want to know what you guys do for anti-aging, if you do any cosmetic type stuff. I don't do a lot. I have, where did it go? Oh, it's right here. I don't know if any of these topicals work, but I have tretinoin, which I use with my lotion a few nights a week. But I also got this little guy. It was really cheap. Not that collagen like absorbs that well into the skin and does anything, but has some other interesting ingredients in it. Vitamin E, I don't know, a bunch of stuff. Anyway, it's like a thin serum, and it's nice, and I put it on usually underneath my makeup, but I forgot today. So put a comment below and let me know what you use and if it works. Even if it's going to an esthetician, let me know. All right, so today I'm doing a really simple, quick and easy look, which is great for professionals who are busy, you're on the go, and you don't want to take 30 to 45 minutes to do your makeup. You could probably do this in about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay Naked Smoky Palette. It looks like this. It's really, really pretty. So the colors I'm gonna be using today are this one right here in my transition zone, which I'll explain what that is in a minute, and then this one on my lid. This will be the time where if you have any spots you want to conceal, add a little bit of concealer. I have one that's like clearing up right now, but it's a lot better than it was, so I'm not gonna do that today, but trust me, there are a lot of times I do. And then you wanna set, now not a lot, just set certain spots on your face that tend to get oily. I have combination skin, so I get oil in my T-zone, and then I get dryness in other spots and around the eyes. So this is a Ben Nye setting powder. You can use any pressed powder that you normally use, it doesn't matter, but I don't get to use this if I'm on the go, so I like to use it when I'm here at home. So I just put a little bit in there. It's a translucent setting powder. And then I have this big, huge brush from Morphe. It's an E1, and then I'm just gonna bop it in there. You don't need a ton, just like that much. And then I'm gonna put a little bit there on my nose, right under my eyes a little bit. And then after this, I'm gonna put on some eyeshadow primer. And I'm also gonna set that a little bit too. So the primer I'm using, you can use any. There are a lot of high-end ones. There are a lot of drugstore ones. This one is by Milani. This was recommended by a YouTuber that I used to watch, and it's called the just eyeshadow primer. Very inexpensive. And basically what this does is it makes a nice, clean canvas on your eyes, and it helps your eyeshadow stay on longer. So I use about that much, and then I just go between my ring fingers like this and spread it out, and then put it all the way from lash line up to brow. So I used to watch YouTube all the time. I would say starting in probably 2010, 2011, I started becoming obsessed with YouTube videos. I don't know how, but I just started watching them. And by YouTube videos, I mean beauty, makeup and beauty YouTube videos. So I started watching them and started learning. I'm not a makeup artist, but I started learning from those and just started practicing. So I'm taking a little bit of that setting powder, and then I'm gonna set, I might have used a little too much, but whatever, it's fine. This brush I'm using is also by Morphe. It's an M330, so it's basically a fluffy blending brush. So just setting my eyes like this, and then you should have a nice, good blank canvas to do your eyeshadow on. But yeah, so I started watching YouTube videos, started practicing. I actually started making videos myself, which was a lot of fun. It's a lot of work though, a lot of editing, a lot of setup, and it just got to be too much. Life happened, work happened, was really career focused for several years, still am, but this is something that so let me show you really quick. Let me do this. So I'm gonna use this color in what we call the transition zone. This is a medium, light to medium colored neutral, and the transition zone is that spot that is right between your eyelid and your eyebrow bone up here. So it's kind of, it's like right in the crease, and you can bring it up above the crease just a little bit. And I'm using, this is a random brush. I don't even know what brand this is, but it's Smudge-Tache. It's basically, it's a blending brush, but it's not as fluffy as the other one. It has a little bit more, it's a little bit harder is not the word. I think the bristles are a little bit more concentrated, so it's gonna give you a little bit more pressure when you put it on there. So you start just doing windshield wiper motions right in that transition zone. This I used to do after I did my I used to do it after I did my eyelid, but it ends up knocking a lot of it off, like if it's shimmery. So a lot of the makeup artists I've seen on YouTube will start with the transition zone. So you get that in there, and I will tell you right now, blending, you have to blend. You can never blend too much, okay? We don't want those harsh lines. If you're using those little sponges that come with the drugstore eyeshadow, please throw them away and buy brushes. For the love of God, please, because you're not gonna get a good makeup look with those. Okay, and then we're doing this transition zone on this side. So right there in that crease, and then pulling it up just above. And you're gonna notice it's not gonna be super dark or bright. It's mainly setting that foundation to peek out from behind whatever you're putting on your lid.